Hbar holders, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Let's take a look at what's happening with the price of Hbar as of November the 3rd. It's just past midnight here in North America, depending where you are around the world. But yeah, let's take a look at what's happening across the board. As we are starting off Monday morning, we're seeing quite a bit of red across the board once again. Again, the month of November did start off on a positive note, but again, we did start off the month over the weekend, and on the weekend, as we know, CMU futures are closed. More manipulation can happen due to that fact. And as we are going into Monday morning, you did see the market kind of see retracement, and that is primarily due to Bitcoin. As far as HBAR price is concerned, we're down about 6.5%. Let's take a closer look and see what's happening. But before we do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So as of now, the price of HBAR is at 18.2 cents, down about 6% on the USD side of things, and also down 3.3% on the Bitcoin side of things. Valuation making its way below 8 billion, currently sitting at $7.8 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at $285 million. Look what has happened with the Bitcoin dominance. Let's give it a refresh live so I can give you guys a little bit of a better understanding as what really has ended up happening with the Bitcoin dominance. We saw a major uptick for the dominance, and we were literally sitting at 59.46% on October 30th, and since then, obviously, this has been a major spike. But forget about that. Take a look at where we were just a few hours ago: 59.88%, and we have broken out again, retesting some of the levels we actually have not seen since October 12th. Reason why this is happening is because dominance was already hovering close to 60%. But then, Bitcoin was on the neckline of the 23.6 fib zone. And you can see for yourself what has happened with Bitcoin. Bitcoin dropped below the 23.6 fib zone, came down to a $107,000 support line. And at this point, if you're new to the Crypto ZX channel, you might not know this, but $107,000 is something that we've been discussing on this channel for quite some time. Pretty much, if we're seeing the price below the 23.6, the $107,000 is a level that we always bring up, and you can see for yourself time and time out that level did play as a support for us. And right now, we did get supported by there. We've seen a little bit of a bounce, but again, being below the 23.6, as you guys know, we're not out of the wood, and pretty much opens the door for us to get back down to where we were just a few weeks ago. Not a few weeks ago, week and a half to be exact, where we retested $106,425. Again, obviously, we do have some support around that key range. Several different retests at that level, obviously, did come in our way, but breaking below here could take us back down to where we were on September 17th. So is this going to happen before the market turns things around? We'll see what happens, but Bitcoin is not in the safe zone right now, and that is something you want to be looking very closely to. Bitcoin needs to get back in the 23.6. If it's unable to do that, a little bit more downside could be in play, in my opinion. But if you're looking at HBAR's price right now, you can see for yourself, HBAR's price obviously did react to this Bitcoin and move towards the downside. The broader market did. So that's something I don't want you guys to overlook. You can see across the board, everything seems to be down right now, and that is due to Bitcoin retracement. But again, if you're looking at HBAR's price right now, you can see for yourself, HBAR was literally sitting at around 19.5 cents a few hours ago. 19.7 cents to be exact. And since then, if you want to put this into perspective, we did see the price retrace down about 7.6%. So remember the support I was talking to you guys about at 19 cents? You can see we did retest that several different times. We retested it, that played as a support. We saw a bounce up to 19.5 cents. See for yourself. But then, of course, when Bitcoin dropped below the 23.6 fib zone, you need to understand. Don't forget the dominance. Dominance has seen a major spike. And of course, that is going to have an impact on everything. HBAR is no exception. You can see for yourself, HBAR did drop below that key support line. And that was, again, from that support line itself, that's a 5% pullback. So now, the question might be, what is next for HBAR in terms of next major key support line? Where we're currently sitting at 18.2 cents, significant support that obviously dates back to, you can see for yourself, June, but primarily, the previous cycle. This is a level, obviously, that we are well aware of at 18.2 cents, which is a major resistance as the price was breaking. Now, see for yourself how many different times we got rejected at that key range. I can literally count like 4 different times before we finally broke out due to the ETF news. And right now, that exact same key resistance is now playing as a support, as you could see for yourself. But if this does not hold, I think 17.6 cents. Hbar price could be on the table if Bitcoin does not push back towards the upside. That's a 3.7% move. And if dominance continues to go up, this could actually become a reality much quicker than a lot of people are realizing. But again, what are my thoughts on this? You need to ask yourself, what your overall strategy is. If you're in it for the long haul, then it doesn't really matter. Obviously, you've done your due diligence research, and if you have invested what you can afford to lose, which is very, very important to do so, then patience is your number one key to follow. Right now, market is pretty much all over the place. We have not seen Bitcoin stabilizing itself. It did, to be honest, Bitcoin did stabilize itself over the last 2 days, but as soon as today started, we did lose this support line, and that has brought in some, red across the board. So is this another shakeout that we're going to see? We'll see what happens. But right now, dominance is something I want you guys to focus on. It's showing significant strength. Bitcoin, we wanted to get back in the 23.6 of very, very important. Right now, we're not, in the safe zone. As we know, 23.6 is the bare minimum zone for us to be above. And that is only about a 2.5% move from the upside, but we need to get back up to that key range. It's that important. But again, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Thanks for all the love. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX and peace.